Hello, Pisces. So, this reading, this tarot reading is for your month of June 2020. Of course, all my readings are intended to be timeless. So, whenever you click on this video, it is intended for you. So, this can be your Pisces in sun, moon, or rising. It could also be your Venus sign could be in Pisces. Especially since a lot of my readings do have to do with love, if that's what you're looking for. Now, with these readings, I'm just going to let whatever comes up, what may, see what happens, see what's going to come up for this next month for you, Pisces. So, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors are asking for guidance for Pisces. What is Pisces going on? What's going on for them for the next month? Okay, so first card out of the deck for Pisces, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone who, she's a mom. She's someone who's very generous. She likes to help those who are less fortunate. She is very giving and very nurturing. She's very down to earth. She's very understanding and compassionate. We have the bunny there, which has to do with fertility. So she does like beauty. She does like children. She... sometimes this is a mother, a teacher, one of those feminine type energies. Now, my readings, I don't really go based on male or female. It's more like an energies, whether you carry a feminine energy or a masculine energy has nothing to do with your gender of your physical self. It has to do with your spiritual self. We have the Tower. So the Tower has to do with forced changes. Things coming in that makes you, sometimes we are hesitant to make changes in our life. And sometimes situations come up that forces us to take that step forward or to break out of old habits. The Tower could be things like losing a job or just changing jobs. It can represent divorce. It can also represent institutions like prisons or courts or corporations. It's just how it incorporates and resonates in your situation. Then we have Temperance. So Temperance has to do taking that, that positive and negative energies, the aspects of ourselves that are masculine and feminine, and blending them together in a perfect alchemical balance. And then finally, the final card from this deck, which is the Arcanium Tarot, we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is a beautiful card indicating victory, okay? So you're going to be victorious in whatever this forced change is. Of course, forced change always gives us anxiety and stress. So you're going to experience some stress, but in the end, you're going to have victory. So bottom of the deck, we have the Star card. The Star has to do with Aquarius energy. Maybe you or someone you love has Aquarius in their charts. Sun, moon, rising. Maybe it's a dominant energy in their chart. Doesn't have to be. But Aquarius, the Star energy, is about making dreams come true. That's the, wish upon a star, okay, energy. And it's over the Chariot, which is, the Chariot has to do with Cancer energy. Sun, moon, rising. It has to do with forward movement as well. You don't have to have those in your chart or in your person's chart. It just can represent that there's some wishes that you have, some dreams you have, things that you want to happen. They're actually coming into fruition. They are moving forward, and it's coming in quickly, Pisces. So, to clarify these cards, I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. Those of you that are new to my channel, to my videos, welcome. If If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscription button. Hit the bell so you can be notified for future readings. I do these type of cards. I do Twin Flame Soulmate card readings. I do pick a card readings. So to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. For the Queen of Pentacles, let's see. We have the number 5, obstacles and challenges in the reverse. So it's supposed to be like this, okay? Which represents, of course, there's something going on in our path, in our journey, that, you know, look, there's that deep chasm there. You know, we could fall. What if we fall? What if we fail? You know, and with it in reverse, it's telling you that you're someone who's not really worried about it. You're just going to go for it. You're like, oh, look, other people could look at it as I'm going to fall to my death. And you're like, oh, look, how exciting. Let's take that leap. We're going to hop right on over this. So that's clarifying that Queen of Pentacles, see? And you're someone who gives without fear, who moves forward and is generous. You're very generous. You don't worry about like, for example, my mom. Now, she's not Pisces, but for some reason I'm getting this image in my head. Every time we leave Walmart or we come to an intersection and there's someone holding up a homeless sign, she always reaches in to her purse to give them out $1. It doesn't matter if I tell her repeatedly, you know, some of these people, you know, have more money than you, Mom. You know, they do this. This is their job, is to get the money from you. So she's like, it's like she's generous. She gives it without worry about what they're going to do with it. You know, if she feels that, you know, it's the gift that's in her heart that matters. It's the fact, and that's how it is with you, Pisces. You're going to give because that's out of your heart, the generosity of your heart. You don't fear about what they're going to do with that when you give it to them, whatever you do to give to them. The love, whether it's financial help or just compassion and love and understanding, maybe an ear that you use to listen with, you give with your full heart without fear of, you know, what they're going to do with that you give them. To clarify the Tower card, clarify the Tower card. We have the 5, which is wisdom. This in the regular tarot is the Hierophant, which represents lots of times, for me, I take it as traditional marriage, relationships. So there's some changes that's coming in when it has to do with your either long-term relationship or your marriage, some kind of traditional household you have going on. For some of you, you may actually be going through a divorce. Others of you, it's not that drastic. Some of you are just having some arguments. Maybe you're moving. But there is some change. Maybe there's, the Tower isn't always negative either. Sometimes it's forced change, like, you know, you find out you're pregnant. You didn't intend to have any children, but you find out you're pregnant and it's affecting your home life, your marriage, your relationship. So it's whatever kind of, unexpected change that comes in, it's going to affect that relationship. But you're going to do it fearlessly. You're going to face it head on, Pisces. To represent and clarify the Temperance card, we have the number 2, mental conflict. Maybe you are going to worry about it. I just said you're not going to worry about it. Look, you might actually worry about it, Pisces, but you know, what I see is, especially when it has the Temperance card and it's being clarified by mental conflict, to me, that's speaking more of having a peace about things. You're not getting overwhelmed, not overreacting. Temperance has to do with patience. So a lot of you are probably older Pisces that's learned to temperance that emotional roller coaster that we water signs often have within us. And I say us because I may not be Pisces, but I'm a cardinal water sign, which is Cancer. So I am very emotional. So, and I know since I am older that as we get older, water signs, we do learn to temperance, patience, and those virtues that help us to calm those storms. And I just really get that type of energy with you. You know, to clarify the Six of Wands, that victory card, we have the number 2, intuition. Now in the regular tarot, that's the High Priestess. But what this is, and I love this card, it looks like she's scrying through one of them dark black mirrors. But when it clarifies the Six of Wands, is just telling me that the reason why you're patient and you're not overreacting or getting upset and you're just going with the flow is because, and you're finding victory, and you know that you're going to have victory because you're listening to your inner voice. You're listening to the intuition you were born with, Pisces. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. That's love begins. So there's a lot of love overflowing. Through this change, there's some love coming in that is just going to bring happiness. I just feel this transformance of peaceful energy into this bubbly, happy type of energy. So let's get these off the desk, and we're going to look at some Romance Angels cards, Pisces, and see what is coming into your love life this next month. Let's see. Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Now, these cards, I've been debating on whether to retire them or not, because Doreen Virtue no longer creates tarot or oracle decks. So anyone who has Doreen Virtue cards really needs to retire them and save them, because this is going to be a collector's item today. So I've really been trying to decide. It's just, I love the energy of these oracle cards. And, but anyways, let's look into your romance, Pisces. It says, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So whatever's happening, you know, of course, like we said, you're just going to go with the flow. You ain't going to worry about it. But for some of you, you may actually have some control issues. Like, you want things to go your way, you know. And then we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. For some of you, that has to do with not really an actual engagement. Some of you, it does entail an engagement. Maybe, you know, the higher level to me indicates if you're just friends, maybe you're going to move out of the friend zone into, you know, going on a date, you know, exploring the romantic side of the friendship. For some of you, if you have been dating, this may be, you know, taking it to the next level, being committed to each other, agreeing to a monogamous relationship. For some of you, it actually means the actual engagement or marriage. And for some of you, if you're already married, it may entail having children together, whether you do that through getting pregnant or you do that through adopting. However you choose to do that, you're moving forward. And for some of you, the engagement just happens to do with an engagement and a date, some kind of outing or some kind of appointment you have together. And it's like you're trying to control how it's going to go down, what's going to happen, and you're going to have to let it go. Stop worrying about when is it going to happen. When is it going to happen? It needs to go like this and like this and like this. And no. You know, Spirit says, no, ma'am or sir. You're just going to have to let it go with the flow. So, let's pull some Lovers Oracle cards. For Pisces. Okay, so we have this one, and it says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So, a lot of us do have control issues just due to the fear of rejection, the fear of abandonment, the fear of not being loved equally in return. Because we've had these pains from the past, these fears, these We've been programmed to, through our pain in our past, to react to certain situations in certain manners. And this is just telling you, let go of that. We have this card, and it says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So this, for some of you, you've had pain because you've lost someone you love dearly. But do know that, you and those you love, it stays with you forever. It surpasses death. Okay? And then we have your final card in this section is this card. It's so beautiful. And it says, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So possibly, with the previous cards we had, the Tower card could actually represent for some of you an actual death that has happened in your life. You may be struggling through it right now, but do know that there is a higher power that, things happen for a reason, and as far as you just keep your memories of that person and understand that they have, for some of you, you don't really quite understand what happens after we depart this life. As far as my beliefs, I believe everything we learned in this life is used for our next experience. So let's dive into some encouragement with the Divine Doors. These are such cute little cards. So for Pisces, cute little card. So we have this one. I love that. I think that's so pretty. And it says, begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now, here. So some of you have some new experiences you're about to partake in. Some of you may actually be traveling, but that also has to do with, to me, that intuitively is telling me that for some of you, you're mostly going to be just having new experiences. And that, again, falls back to that Tower card. So, from the Making Magic cards, we have Awen, 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. Remember what I said back at the Temperance card, when you are balancing your feminine and masculine energies within yourself. So, last 2 cards I'm going to pull for you, Pisces, is 2 of these Soul's Journey lesson cards. They're really beautiful cards. They're very colorful. I absolutely love these cards. They're very good for encouragement. They're good for inspiration and wisdom. What do we have for Pisces? The Death card. Death has to do with, again, forced changes, like the Tower card. That's, for some of you, that's an actual death of a loved one, like we said earlier. For others of you, death has to do with closing one door and opening another. Maybe cutting some cords from the past. It says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So when we close that one door, again, another one opens. For some of us, we believe in reincarnation. So when we go through a death, we are being reborn. And then your final card, we have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So to me, that talks about following your inner truth to find peace and happiness. Okay, so I hope this resonated with your soul. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful month, Pisces. Bye-bye.